And as if by magic, welcome back to part 3 of Death Stranding 2 gameplay. So we'll just crack on with the story again. I can't remember if I sorted out my location. Let me just have another look just to make sure my destination's been set and my route has also been set. So there's a lot of luggage to carry and a long journey ahead of us. I'm sure we'll be fine. So I think that's the game's way of telling us to use a container spray kit. Use container spray, restore them to the original condition. Question is, when do I do that? Do I do that now? Oops. I think I need to get used to not stumbling first. Oh, for God's sake, come on. Let me just go about this slowly. Okay, pick this item up. Right, so let me just have a look to see where I'm going actually. Thumbs up. Straight ahead. Let's go. Yeah, so there's a lot of baggage to carry. I think it would have been a bit easy if you had a bit of a wheelbarrow or something to load up these baggages onto, let's say, a trolley and then pull it along. It's a long journey ahead of us. I've just got to make sure I keep an eye on the luggage as well. I'm hoping that the game gives me a bit of a warning to say that my baggage has been degraded by is it timefall? I think that's what it's called. So yeah, long journey ahead of us. I'm not entirely sure whether I've got to hold L2 and R2. Okay, nearby river. Entry, ruined metals. Rivers will rise if it rains upstream. As the river rises, there will be fewer places to safely cross. And check whether water levels are rising. Let me have a look. How do I check that? Ongoing flood causing damage to the flooding area, frontier, river. Okay. So I think that's what it's talking about, but let me have a look at my cargo and let's see if I can actually use some of the spray as well. Okay, there is. Container spray. So where does it tell me how much damage there is? How do I use it? Okay, so there's... okay, so I think for each container that I'm carrying, it's got the container damage bar on the bottom left. Oh, okay, so my metals has completely been damaged 100%. To be used as a car printer. But how do I use the spray on it? It's actually carrying hands, left hand. So only if I carry in my left hand, does it let me? No, place back in. I've got no idea how to use this. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Anyways, I've got to make a move. Right, so... Okay, so I've got to climb that little cliff. But I can't seem to find a way. Okay, maybe if I go around this way. Yeah, I think this should be okay. I still have no idea how on earth he's actually carrying that. All that baggage and weight. You alright there, bud?
Enough already.
Ah, sick. Oh, that was brilliant. As if I couldn't have timed it any better. Hello. Hi. How are you? I could do with a bit of a faster way of getting there. So let me have a look. I know there's some more damage to the containers. I'm still trying to figure out how to actually use this. See, there's more damage to the items, but there must be a way for me. Let me have a look at the help guide if there is one. So go back up to container spray, L3, examine. So why can't I use it? Oh, this is just silly. So my metals has got container damage. I do hope that the game does tell me when to use the repair spray kit. I mean, it's tempting to sit down for a bit and rest up, but I don't think I'd want to do that, especially in the rain where it makes the age. To be honest, more than anything, he should have had an umbrella with him. I don't know if that's entirely possible within the game. Ooh, I don't want to be doing that, so let's see if we can get down a bit more slowly. There we have it. That wasn't bad. So if I try to run, it just slows back down. And I do wonder whether it's because he's got too much weight he's carrying. So let's see if we can get around and up the cliff. So yeah, back down here through that river. I mean, it does look a bit faster than usual. I'm hoping I don't get swept away. So let's give that a try. Oh. Oh, sugar. Wait, my items. Oh, that was a bit unlucky. Let me put these back on. Right, so let me try this again. So I think it was because So let me pick this back up. Right, okay. And go back to cargo management. Let me auto arrange. Right, let's try this again. So I've got to hold L2 and R2 and slowly make my way across. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh. Oh no. My items. Quick, 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 quick. I need to chase after it now. That's just, I hope it stops there. So let me try this again. So climb that. Right. So, oh okay, there's a big boulder just a bit further on. So if I can hop onto that and then jump across. Well, my stamina's gone a bit down as well, so I'm going to have to replenish that at some point. But yeah, my containers are taking some heavy damage. System. Corpus. So let's have a look, see if we can find how to use these Dawn repair kits. Right. Cargo damage, there we are. The cargo is destroyed when it is damaged will flash as a control. If you want to make sure you. But does it tell you how to? Yeah, it doesn't really tell you how to actually use it though, unless I'm missing a trick. Maybe not. Excellent. So let's jump across. Oh crap! Let's try this again. Oh gosh. Well, that was a bit of a shambles. I want to stand up. Come on, quick, 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 we've got to run. We've got to run. I need to quickly swim after it less. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. Yep, yep, yep. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Paddle right and paddle left. I want to stand up. And quickly catch all these items. Oh. Let's just go for a swim. I think it'll be easier. So, right, let's try this again. If you drop in the corner, you select redeploy to return to a starting position. So cargo management. So let me see. Let's go for a swim again. Yeah, got that one. Got this one as well. Stop, 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 stop. Right, let me stand back up. Right. Hopefully, I'll be able to catch it just in the nick of time. Yep, yep. There we are. Excellent. Right, I think that's everything. Is it? I think so. Cargo management back again. Auto arrange. I mean, the game's not really entirely clear how I use the repair kit, and I'm going to have to figure it out later on. I'm just conscious I don't want to be standing here for too long. The more likes you exchange, so let's give this a like. So release that. Well, that was handy. I'm gonna check where I'm going because I've been swept away for quite some distance. Okay, so if I carry along this, oh, don't tell me I've got to cross a couple of more rivers. Oh, okay. So. Am I going the right way? Yep. I've got no stamina left as well. I think Kojima likes creating games where you're just pretty much strolling along the desert. I think if there was more kind of things to do, that would be a bit more interesting, but yeah, I really need to rest up, and I'm sure that's a tent up ahead, I think. I hope it's not any bandits or anything like that. Let me have a look at my map just before I get there. Yeah. I mean, there's an eerie music playing as well. Okay. I think that is some sugar. Out of all the places. And how do I use a gun? I need to get a gun out quick. Great. So carrying hands. Yeah. And so I need to find the gun. Oh, you son of a gun. Got him. Got him, I think. Have I? Oh, whoa. Wait, hang on, hang on, guys. Sorry. Oh, got it. What a headshot. There we are. Headshot again. I liked a bit of that. So, circle to reload. That was actually quite good. Oh, it's just clicked. Have I? Is that how I use the repair kit? Let me. Oh. I think so. So let me just quickly get inside here. I think probably rest up here at the same time. But I bet you if I put the repair kit or repair spray in my hand, then I should be able to use it by clicking on right. Continue strand. No. Why me here? Can be used. Okay. Cargo management. Okay. Right. So if that's in tools, I can see the spray kit there. Okay, maybe I don't need that. The electric rod, assault rifle. Oh! You click R1, L1. This was me being a bit silly, to be honest. So okay, equip, and then how do I actually use? Do I click? Oh crap! I've got to quickly get a equip. Where is he? Where is he? So one down. Quickly take another one off. So is it me, or does it go into a bit of a slow-mo? It's a good opportunity to get another shot in. Again, it just reminds me so much of Metal Gear Solid, because when an enemy notices you, it just slows down, and then it allows you to get another shot in quite quickly. So let me just find where these other enemies are. I think there's one or two more. I think so. It's come from behind me. There it is. So done. So let me just reload that. It's okay. So I think I've taken everyone out. But let me go back to this container repair kit. I think that'll probably just be this episode, or this part of the gameplay, just trying to figure out how on earth you actually use this repair kit. So, equip. Now, where do I go from here? Oh, now I know. So I've got let me figure this out later. Bear with me, guys. So if I go on offload all my contents, and then offload all delivery, maybe I can't do that. Offload backpack. Then I can actually look at using them, I think. So, oh, what is he doing? So L2 to aim. Why is you know what, I'm just gonna put these all back on. So I've just realised that's how you use it. Is that it? So I think I've pretty much used it all, I think. But let me go back to cargo management. Great, so that's destroyed. Contents is completely destroyed. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it then, if it's anyhow, so let's just quickly rearrange all of this, and then if I go back to using right, so that one's all done, but there must be a way to offload, yep, unusable items. So that one's done. I think we'll probably just call this episode all about all about the backpack. So they're all done. But you know what? I need to have a bit of rest, to be fair. So I'm just gonna... Oh, why can't I rest up? Oh, don't say that. Maybe if I sit on there. No, it's not having it, guys. So let me... You know what? Let's just make our way. So let's just crack on quickly. I am a bit lighter now. And crack on along the path. Oh, there's another tent there, so I need to make sure that I've got my rifle equipped. But he is running a lot more faster, which is definitely a welcome addition. I don't think there's anyone here because I think this was the tent where the second batch of enemies came out, where I took them out. But anyways, so let's take that. Let's see if I can actually rest. No, can't rest here either. What is that flashing thing? Remote medical unit. Oh, okay. Oh, don't tell me I've got to go all the way back for that again. Oh, great. Well, let's do this then. So let me run. I bet Kojima's watching everyone play this and having a real good laugh. So we're nearly there. I do wonder how much damage is sustained though, and whether I've got enough to actually repair it as well. But there's a children's book line just around here. So it looks like somebody's dropped it, which makes sense. So I'll probably need to return that. But that's just drifting there, so let's quickly go. Decrease cargo. Okay. So let's see if I can quickly grab a hold of that. Yeah, you don't say. I think this game is all about toppling over now. My concern is if I know that the moment I enter, I'm going to get swept away. Oh, just missed it. Just missed it. Yep. I thought so. So at least I got what I came for. So let me try this again. You know, I've done more swimming than actual running in this game, so that's at least one outcome. Now I've got to chase after that one.
Almost lost it there.
Yeah, you don't say. Why can't I pick it up? There we go. We've done it. So, is that where I'm supposed to be? No. We're almost back where we started from. Okay, anyways, I think we're just gonna have to go around.
That was close.
Why is he just continuously stumbling for this?
It's toppled over.
It's just becoming a bit annoying now. I'm sure I'll figure it out later on. Yeah, we really do need to keep it together, so carry on. But he's running quite faster actually. I think the more weight you have, the more of a hunchback stance one will have to take. But
Lost it there.
okay, so I think your shoes also takes a bit of a damage as well. Oh, there was something there. What's that? So, collected some chiral, so...
Trouble nearby.
Oh, don't tell me I've got to kill them again. Have I? No, I don't think so. It seems like there's no more enemies. Hold it to feel where then press it to switch on and off. It makes it harder for enemies to find it, but the dog also makes it easier to lose your footing and fall over. You know what? I'm just gonna risk it. Let's see. I don't think, like I said, there's any more enemies around here. I did take them out. Oh, there's a container there. Whoa, whoa. I think we're onto something, guys. So let me... Okay. So let's hack this. Hopefully we'll be able to get something quite useful out of it. So we can take that. Ceramics as well. Place in backpack. Place in backpack. Let me just check whether any of my ladders have taken any damage now. I'm almost at maximum capacity as well. So those metals are completely destroyed. So I can offload that. And I think that should be it, hopefully. Right. So I don't know what the benefit is if the contents of a cargo are damaged, but the container has still got some life left into it. I don't know if it's a case that the cargo can be reused if something like that exists in the game. I don't know, but there's another cargo, metal ruined. So let me just go to cargo management again. I don't have any. Is there another portal out here somewhere? So let me just have a look at the map again. If we go through this side entrance, okay. Right, there should be someone here, I think. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. Right. I don't want to go in all the way just in case. Oh, you can use a vehicle. Oh wow, okay. Let me just quickly... That's made me a happy person. Carry on back. Yeah, we're going to carry everything now because we can afford to. So carry that. Let's just carry everything. Let's just carry the whole tent on our back. I mean, he seems perfectly capable of doing so. So, yeah. What else is there? What else is there? Come on, come on. I'm actually quite excited to use that vehicle now. So let me find where we're going. Is that it? Let's do this. Accelerate, brake, yep. Speed boost, drift. Open weapons tool. So you can shoot from this as well. Sick! Oh wow. Okay. So not all is lost then, I suppose. Kojima did feel for us, I suppose. But this is a Kojima game, so I am expecting probably enemies in vehicles also coming up some point. Let's use a bit of train scanner. So what is that? Let me have a look. Okay, what is this? Like.
Thanks for the help.
What is it? How do I get out? R1 to fire, circle to reload. Oh, square to exit. So let's. Okay, so I can entrust my cargo to other porters. It can be used for you can store your own materials, fabrication, management. I don't know. Do I really want to trust my cargo to someone else? Upgrade structure. What does that do? Unable to withstand the time for this. New features for you to use. You can also upgrade built by other portals. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Why not? Right, so let's activate this terminal. Is that it? Great. That doesn't really help, does it? So let me go to my repair kit, equip, and then just repair whatever I've got going on.
Gotta be someone else who can do this shit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Right. When it gets dark, if you want to switch them, they will no longer operate automatically. Battery consumption is slightly, so how do I switch it off? There we are. Oh, okay, I think we'll be fine. I mean, I think it's starting to get a bit lighter. So train scanner again. It's quite helpful actually to help identify any items that are lying about. So there's clearly something here. Cryptobiotes. Okay. So let's see. Hopefully we can get some food. Replenish ourselves. What's that? Oh. So I'm disconnected. Ah, is that why I'm going to this other location to connect the net? Well, probably am.
Okay.
Right, so let me just have some of these. Is it food? How do I use it? So it stopped raining and I can rest. Let's do that. I think we deserve a bit of rest, to be honest. There's just no way possible that you can actually carry that much over such a long distance. So I was supposed to go to sleep. I'm gonna try this again. Oh, okay, remote medical unit, so let me... So container spray kit, let's equip that again. And do some more repairs. Fully restored. Fully restored. Okay, that was good. So let's rest up again and actually get some
Break time.
sleep. I mean, an ordinary person would have just taken that off and then gone to sleep, but my man's going to sleep with it because that's how he rolls. Looks like a cargo warrior. Okay, so water level is dropping, and that means I can actually cover some distance as well now. So let's get back into here, if it lets me. Use the vehicle. Let's do this. And it means that I can carry a lot more, or should I say I'm not strained by all that luggage. Oh, come on, what's happened now? Was that like a landmine that I just went over? Right, so to make sure I'm going in the right direction, a bit to the right. So I should see it in the distance slightly. But it helps having this rather than actually walking. Oh, is that an enemy? How do I shoot? I think that was a bit premature from my part. I don't think it's an enemy. Oh, okay. Let's see what. Okay. Okay. It looked like a bit of an enemy, to be honest, from afar. So let's just try this again. Onwards and upwards, I say. It is quite a vast open world, to be honest.
Just a bit further now.
Right, we're nearly there. Villa Libre. So, let's exit. So you have to crouch to get it through, otherwise it'll all fall off. Deliver a report. Yeah, so... Okay, so I can select multiple items. Confirm. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yep. Any outstanding cargo? Oh, okay. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be honest. It's I've only delivered one of the cargoes, and I think that was because the other one was destroyed.
You're Sam, right? Did the timefall give you a lot of trouble? Thanks for making the trip. Allow me to assess the condition of your cargo. I don't know what happened to this on the way here, but I'm honestly just glad that we got it at all.
You and me both. Even I don't know what happened, but we're learning. That's what we're doing. We're learning.
Did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I was wrong. Thank you so much for bringing... I have to say, this was well worth... Time to connect the Cupid. Once we're part of the chiral network, we'll be able to use these remote medical units you brought. I can get myself checked out as well. We've all been looking forward to this. So go ahead and link us up.
So it looks like we've connected another network. A device that allows you to build basic structures within the chiral network. Okay. Used to build watchtowers and post boxes.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Not bad. Level 17.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your ring terminal. Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help. The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all. So they ditched me. Left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday. A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so.
So let's have a look. We've taken on another order. I don't know if activating the terminal will do anything. Okay. Right, so is this like a bit of a side quest?
Okay, Sam. Are you ready? Then I'll bring you up to speed with what I know. The order you've undertaken is to recover chiral density gauges that have been stolen by bandits and taken back to their base. The base is located in some overgrown ruins, so you'll have a hard time getting a clear view of it. You might want to construct a watchtower nearby before you charge in. With it, you can get a better handle on the situation and improve your odds of getting the job done quietly. But that's not all, of course. Other porters are also able to make use of your structures. This way, you can help out the people who follow in your footsteps through this area. Think about what I told you and finalize your route. Best of luck to you out there.
So I don't know if this is a bit of a side quest. So I can build a watchtower. Okay, so let's just do it anyway. So we can go through this way, actually, and then over here, this way, to the watchtower, and then through here, through this little path, further to there. So now I need to draw the route.
Commencing route creation.
So try to keep the risk level down as much as I can. And then to this watchtower.
Delivery route finalized.
So can I set multiple routes, I wonder?
Commencing route creation.
I do find this route system quite complicated, to be honest, unnecessarily complicated. It seems like it's taking me longer to figure this out than the actual gameplay, and I'm not entirely sure what benefit it actually has. But yeah, it seems like you can create multiple routes, which is actually quite good, but I think there should have been a bit more explanation about how you actually create the route. So we can, we can close that. Using the PCC, building watchtowers. So, cargo pickup, let's take that. Place in our backpack. Fabricate equipment, do I need to? I think I've got enough. Wolf's climbing anchor though, a metal to which a rope is attached, allowing for safer. Yeah. How many of those have I actually got though? I've already got one. Transporter boots, I've got one. Maser handgun. got 2 PCC level 1. So let me just go back to cargo management. I don't think I need 2 ladders. How do I... So I need to actually remove that ladder. Place in private locker, offload. Offload. There we go. Climbing anchor, again, offload that. We don't need multiples. We've got a ladder already, so I'm gonna offload that. Ceramics, climbing anchor. I think I only probably need 1, so offload that as well. Bandit boots. There's no reason why I need multiple. I'm sure I can get to the next terminal before I actually need that. And same with blood bag. I'm gonna offload probably 2 in the meantime. Ceramics, missing, climbing anchor, blood bag. Okay, electric rods. It can also be used to block melee attacks or throw like a spear. So I'm just gonna offload these, a couple of these as well, I think. Probably need 1, I think, more than anything. I should be able to hopefully get some from enemies that I take out as well. That's been used, so that can be offloaded. PCC level 1, let's just auto arrange cargo. There, I think that should be enough. That's quite a fair amount of things that I've taken off, and it's reduced my weight quite a lot as well, so I think that's okay. Done. So we're going to take on that. Yep. Go to fabrication. Now we've done that already. I think now proceed to yep, to final preparations. Head out. Let's do this. So I'm approaching weight limit. I don't know how, given that I've taken quite a lot of things out. How? I don't get it. So let me...
A new feature has been made available for
Oh, so this is the side quest. Okay. And that was me thinking this. That was the actual side quest itself that I was too busy trying to plan for. Okay, so aid requests. Issued by inhabitants of facilities. Don't need to be accepted like orders. Request will be deemed complete once you've done what's required. Let's just do that. We love a bit of side quest now. Recover 4 beloved walking sticks washed away in the floods. So let's, given that it's, I think, on way to where I need to go, or it actually is a bit of a side quest. Let's just do that. We'll do a couple of side quests during this playthrough, but I'll try not to make a habit out of it. Of course, I'm conscious that I want to be playing this for story, so let's go. The first location is dead straight. There's a post box and there's that recovery items that I need to pick up. So yeah, it's quite a large open world. And I don't know whether you can actually traverse across the entirety of it. So I need to keep a watch on my battery as well. Battery consumption at the bottom left. Is there a way to... Oh, speed boost. Haha, wicked. Woo! But it's using my battery like there's no tomorrow. Upgraded a post button, yeah, okay. So I don't know if the battery actually replenishes. I think it does. But let's take speed boost off. We've reached a post box. Let's see what we can do with it. It's like an unwanted ingredient into which can be used to fabricate something. Oh, I didn't want to hide in it. I wanted to actually activate it. Leave. Let me try that again. So what am I doing here? So let's...
Somebody lend me a hand.
I was trying to give it a like, but anyways, hold that. Fabrication management. Clay materials. Okay. So I've claimed some some chiral crystals as well, and metals. Claimed that. So offload, and fabricate. Now I don't think we need any of these. We could have done that before. Recycle and restore. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think we need all these. We can recycle some of these as well. Given that we've come across it quite fairly early in the game and we've come across quite a fair amount of it, I'm hopeful that actually we'll be able to come across a lot more in the game, and probably better versions if something like that exists. So that's that. Clay materials and then metals. Let's claim that. From the rock it was stored, so place in backpack. Given that we've got our vehicle, we can transport some of that through that as well. So let's upgrade the structure. Yeah, why not? Let's upgrade it a bit more. Oh, okay, what's happened? Structure customizations, upgrade structure. No, nothing else. Yeah, I think that's... Help support by sharing if you might, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that I need to share really at the moment. But let's crack on a bit further ahead, I think it is. there was those items that I need to pick up. I hope it is going to be a simple case of just pick up and just get back to the job. Right, so like gosh, there's a lot to carry here, isn't there? Is that it? I don't know where I'm going actually, but let's get back into the vehicle. Now, I don't fancy carrying all this with me on the actual main story mission. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go back just to kind of hand it back in, because you know we're good Samaritans, good citizens. So I'll just quickly drop that off, but I'll go into super mode to speed things up a bit. Right, so let's just crack on again. Am I going the right way? I think I am, yeah, so quickly do a train scanner. Put a bit more speed in. Okay, so maybe it can't go over large cliffs. Battery low, pick up off-roader. What does that mean? I mean, I know what battery low means, but what does off-roader mean? Okay. Handmade necklace. Oh, okay, I could do with that. Right, so back in again. Oh, am I stuck? Let's try this again. Super mode. Oh. Let's try again. Oh yes, we did it. Let's do this. Ah, we're done. Managed to get it in, and battery's pretty much completely flat now. So I need to find a way to recharge the battery. Let me go to this terminal and see if this is how we yeah, it is. So confirm.
Hello there.
Hi.
I will never know how you managed to track Death down, but I am grateful to have it back.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Take care.
It's level 22. If that means anything. I have got quite a lot of things, haven't I? So let's see if I can drop some things off. Facility storage. Or maybe I can't, can I? Yeah, that was it. So cargo management, auto sort, and how do I charge the battery up though? Okay, I wonder if I just rest up, whether it'll just kind of charge the battery up at the same time. So let's do that. I do need the vehicle, to be honest. I don't fancy carrying all this around with me. I don't think it'll be fair on Norman Reedus to carry all that as well. So, sleep. So we might need to sleep twice actually, because I think it'll be night time if we sleep once, and then it'll be daytime if we sleep the second time round. I mean, that's my assumption, but charge using solar generator. Actually, if it's charged, do we necessarily need to sleep anymore? Of course, it would have been ideal if we traveled during the day, but if not, I don't think anything's lost. So let's see how much battery we've got then. Moment of truth. That's not great. I mean, if it dies down, then we can, I suppose, we can rest up again. So we need to get to that narrow path, which I think is probably sat between the two mountains. And then to the watchtower. So is that a meal? I seem to be getting in and out of the car quite a lot, to be fair, which is getting a bit annoying. If only there was an option where you can actually drive over the actual items and then pick it up that way. I know Metal Gear had it done like that as well, where you could actually drive over, or if you were on a horse. Am I making that up? I'm sure there was a horse in Metal Gear Solid 5 that you could actually. Yeah, there was. And yeah, if you went over any items, then you could just pick it up at the same time. So back to. Oh, gosh, have I taken the wrong route? So I guess I was a bit too ambitious and went ahead of where I was supposed to go. So I'm just going to wait for the battery to get to critical and then probably just rest up a bit. And I'll probably rest up a couple of times so that the battery can recharge to full. No point doing it in dribs and drabs. So we're at the first checkpoint. Where am I going? So, okay, through here. So where am I? Okay, so It's probably trying to put me through. I don't think it makes a difference if you go up through the mountains rather than through the forest. Actually, it probably might be better if we go up the mountain instead. But the moment, yeah, batteries died, so let's just rest up. Catch my breath.
Break time.
I've just realised, because I'm on a mountain, would it actually let me sit down and sleep? No. Oh, great. So I've got to go back down actually, and I can't take the vehicle with me.
Yeah.
Because the battery's dead. So I'm going to sit down here
Use a quick
and rest for a bit. So whilst we do that, story-wise, I still have got no clue what I'm doing. And I don't know whether that's partly because I've not played Death Stranding 1. Or whether it's just so much going on that it's difficult to keep up. And I think that background story from 1 probably would have helped a bit more if I did. But is there a way to skip the sleep? So I'll wake up now and then I'll just go back to sleep again. Because I bet you the battery's still not being charged. Total rest. Okay. Also, it's had a fair bit of charged, to be honest. It's not bad. And I think that vehicle lets me do a bit of cargo management as well at the same time. So if I can drop some things in there to make my life easier, there's no reason why we need ceramics with me. Let's do a bit of auto arranging. Has it? No, it hasn't. Load it onto there. We can chuck that in as well. Same with resin. Special alloys, yeah, we can drop that off. Why have we got a couple of anchors? I'm sure we only needed one. Or have we picked up on the way? I can't remember. And I think that's going to become a recurring theme with this game. It's knowing what I've dropped off and where, and what I've picked up as well. Given that there's a lot of games where it's an open world kind of platform and you're picking up a lot of things on the way. I think a lot of games fall into that same trap. But that's helped to some extent. So yeah, I think we can get back in now. Let's do this. Ooh, look at that power. And I've noticed, I think actually, I'm just going to go in the forest actually, because I don't want to be spending too much time trying to climb up the mountain where it's using a lot of my battery and I'm just spending so much time. So, yes. Yeah, we've picked up some lost cargo. And I need to try and avoid this. Let me just make sure I'm going in the right direction. Yep. Oh, what was that? Oh, so that's what those spiders do.
Warning. Analysis confirms that these hostile life forms are chiral creatures.
Ah. So they drain my battery basically. So I need to quickly try and avoid them as far as I can. But I hope they're not following me. Yeah, I think if I just get out and rest up again.
Stretch your legs.
But I can't because I'm on a bit of a hill,
Let's just sit here for a second.
which doesn't help. So I need to quickly try and get to...
I'm Sam. My name's Sam too.
So there's a ladder there.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Does that ladder actually do anything? I don't know, but I need to get to flat ground as soon as I can. Because then it means I can rest up as well at the same time. So if I get out of here and then rest up. And activate this terminal at the same time. No, I'm not going to entrust anything, to be honest, at this time. Facility storage, fabrication and management. Let's see. No, I don't think we need to do any of that. But what can we recycle? So we can recycle that. Can we select multiple items? Yes, we can. So that. Yeah, let's just do that, I think. Oh, okay. One more time. One blood pack. So, fabricate equipment, yep, nothing else, I think. But let's see if we can upgrade the structure.
Thank you, Kyle.
Oh, so the more you click it,
This one's for you.
the more likes you can actually give. But yeah, gonna rest up now.
Use a quick breather.
So let's do some sleeping. I do wonder whether this is going to become quite common thing that we do in the game, which is just sleeping a lot. And in true fashion, I'm going to compare it to Metal Gear Solid 5 again, because again that was Kojima as well. And there's just a lot of similarities between the two games, and that's not a bad thing. To be honest, Metal Gear Solid 5 was a brilliant game. But there's just so many common things between the both. Of course, not carrying equipment. That's a feature just with Death Stranding. But here, open world game, quite a large space to cover, a lot of running, a lot of traversing, whether it's via a vehicle or just the sheer fact that you're collecting items on the way as well at the same time. Yeah, it's just... And I know with Metal Gear Solid 5 to pass the time, I think it was a cigar that electric cigar, or a vape, if that's what it was in Metal Gear Solid 5. But yeah, smoking a cigarette or vaping would make the time go faster, and it's the same thing here. Sleeping is this way, and seems like we are speeding things up. So it's night time already. Hopefully that should have charged the battery up. But I am going to wait a few seconds longer. See if that helps. I think that should be enough. Let's go, Sam. Let's do this. And it's a full battery, I think. Oh, you're kidding me. Why is that?
Can anybody hear me?
Oh, why did that happen? Spent all that time resting only for the battery to be charged a little bit, and I wonder whether that was because of the game mechanics around solar, which is quite an interesting take on things if it was, but annoying at the same time that I've had to learn the hard way. So anyways, the watchtower, was that the watchtower that I was supposed to get to? Was it? Or is that the watchtower there?
Gotta stretch my legs.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the watchtower location. So let's see what I've got to do here. So hold to open it and select the tools category PCC level 1. Tools. Oh, there we are. Watchtower. Do I just place it here? L2. Build. A bit of Fortnite going on there. Is that done? Oh wow, okay. Activate terminal. Upgrade structure. How many do I need? Oh, okay, so at the bottom it tells me how many chiral crystal it needs to upgrade. And what does it do? Does it just increase its durability? Should I be using all my chiral crystals here? I don't know, but let's do it anyway. So I've not used all of it. Use watchtower now. So, but what can I actually do with it other than... Okay, so I can't contribute anymore. So it's a good thing that you can't abuse it in the sense that you just use all your materials to upgrade it, which is quite decent actually. It might be a case where other players come in and actually upgrade it for you, but let's see. So I can zoom in now, I think. Oh, okay, I can raise the camera as well. Raise the camera, can I raise it more? I can't.
I don't know what to do, Sam.
R3 to zoom in. So, recover all chiral density gauges stolen by the bandits, but where are the actual bandits? Oh, so there's one there. Is there only two? Surely there can't be just that many. There must be... Oh, so there's one there. 4, I think, is the indication that I'm getting.
Come now.
Yeah, I think... Oh, what's that? Let's have a look around if there's anything else. I don't think there will be. But, yeah, I've marked them all. And I think that should be enough for me now. Enter compass mode. Want to zoom in? Okay. But I've already done that anyway, so I am going to place some of my equipment inside here as well. It just makes it easier for me to actually sneak up on the enemies as well. So drop some things inside here. I don't need a ladder. Oh, can I not? Oh, okay, that's already in there. I can load that in. I need some blood with me. I need electric rod. Rifle, I've got 2 just to make sure. That should be okay. Respray I don't need because it's not raining or it's not damaged, I think. Special alloys, yeah, that can all go in. What's anesthetic? No, I don't think. Actually, I'll leave it in. But yeah, ladder, I can definitely put that back in. Same with the one that's attached to my suit. Bloods, transporter boots, utility pouch. Sorry. Other boots that I'm carrying, I can put them back in. But that's really brought down, I think. Let me re-auto range. That looks decent. So I am going to see if I can so if I go down slowly, keep it around here,
Okay.
and then I need to go around and pick up that item that I marked. So just quickly press L1. Where was it? It was somewhere around here, I think it was. There it is. But I don't want to be slipping. There's quite a lot of rocks that I can stumble over. Yeah, should be okay. Doing quite good, to be fair. Oh, maybe not.
Eyes open, dumbass.
Yeah, you're right there. Cargo management. No, I need to get some okay, so I've got some spray kit. Aim. Some healing go. Oh, okay. If he falls over. Okay, so I don't think it's damaged as of yet. But I am going to equip an item with me so far. Have I got stuck? Oh, Sugar. That's one way of expressing himself. I'm not carrying a lot, although I appreciate that I've got a lot of speed that I'm gaining it when I'm running quite a lot, and I've used up all the bloods that I had on me, so maybe I should have carried a bit more. Okay, so this isn't an item, but let's do some likes. I don't know why I went to photo mode.
Thanks for the help. Came in handy.
Right, so let's activate the terminal. Fabrication facility storage. Is there anything there? No. Share cargo. Okay, so there's a blood bag. Grateful for that. PCC level 1. I'm going to take that as well. I don't need a climbing anchor. Fabrication. Probably going to fabricate one more blood. Fabricate. And place that in backpack. And then just to make sure, let's auto arrange. Done. So let's do this.
This must be their territory.
So I'm just gonna see. Yeah, so they've already been marked. I don't think I need to do anything more than that. I know where they're based, so I'm just gonna. Oh crap. So he spotted me, I think. Okay, so I need to be a bit more careful when I'm approaching him, because otherwise I'm gonna. So I think because they're seeing some of the leaves move or the grass, I think that's triggering them to use the flashlight. Okay. I'm hoping he's going to turn around. I don't fancy doing a guns blazing approach. Go on then, turn around. Oh, great. So if I go slowly around. Do it again. I think I'm gonna have to go around, but I am quite surprised he's not actually seeing me. So let's catch my breath. Now stop that, and hopefully it'll let me do a bit of a takedown. Wicked. That's what we like. So 1 down, and I think 3 more to go, I believe. So let's carry some of those items. Let's see what the next one is. So that one is. Oh, they've seen me. Which isn't great. Given that I've triggered them off now. Oh, okay. So I wonder whether they're all gonna gang up and come over here now. If I hide, hopefully that'll throw them off the scent. So there's one more person there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 actually. 4 people left. So that's thrown them off that. So if I carry on as I was. Oh, and crap, he's coming over. So if I need to probably get away as quickly as I can. I wonder if they see one of the dead comrades, whether it'll trigger an alert. Fridges prices will be given to run out. They cannot be repaired or stored in garages either. Okay, so it seems that alarm's been triggered. So I think the moment they see you, it triggers a bit of like a slow motion kind of thing. Again, very, very similar to Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't fancy shooting from here because I've got a feeling it'll just miss. So he's coming over, I think. But I think the way they spotted me is because of the light. So let's try. Okay, so he's been taken down, but the other two are still alert now, marked by a red. And if I can take him down, oh crap. So I'm out of ammo. Not the ideal time to be out of ammo. Okay, but I've got another gun. I'm glad that I brought one actually, because I'm not going to be struggling now, hopefully. Yeah, that what he said. So let me just take that from him. And I believe there's only one person left now, which should be hopefully a bit of a doddle. Should be quite an easy one. So I've got both the items that I needed, but I need to get the other guy. Where is he? Got him. Done. So he's gone. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, again, the combat system is quite similar to Metal Gear Solid 5. Perhaps if this was a successor to Metal Gear Solid 5 rather than the shambles of the sequel that was actually created, would have probably been a better successor. But anyways, so I'm going to rest over here now.
That's right. Let's just sit here for a second and meditate.
And okay, so I've leveled up and I am going to sleep. But yeah, combat system seems quite good. So just as a recap, when you're firing at an enemy, it goes into a bit of a slow motion kind of thing. And if you do manage to kill them, I think it extends the slow motion, which means you can get another shot in if there's another enemy nearby. I quite like that system actually. let's get up. And let's make a move. I don't think there's anything else left over here. So I'm going to stop crouching. It's daytime. Hopefully, if the truck does charge up in the day only, then it just means that actually it should have a bit more power in it now. And a fuller charge, I think. Let me just climb up over here. If I know where I'm going, let me just have a look at the map. Which way did I come? So, okay. Yeah. So I'm definitely heading the right way. And he's still knocked out. I believe I parked the truck around here somewhere. What was it? It's still a bit further up. And it makes a massive difference actually, using the truck. I genuinely don't think I could have played the whole game on foot. So good on Kojima for putting in some fast travel methods. I wonder whether he's going to opt for or whether he has opted for the instant travel method that you sometimes find in open world games. But here we are. Let's do a bit of cargo management before we sit in. Right, so we can chuck in another ladder. Put that in. We don't need... I don't know, is there a way to... How do you actually load up your guns? Or is it the case that once you've used the bullets, that's it? So I can load that back in. Red bag, blood bag has been used. So that's no use to me anyway. So I am going to actually keep on hold of the blood bags. And then if I do some cargo management, auto cargo, confirm. Job's a good one. Yeah, I think it is the case that the battery will only charge during the daytime. Which, logically, yeah, I can see how that makes sense. Oh, there's a terminal there. I can see how that makes sense. But, I mean, we're playing in the realms of make-believe. So, who knows? Yeah, we can take that, place in backpack, same with ceramics, let's take that as well. So we've taken what we need to over there. And just place some of those items back in again. So that I don't need for now. I think that is quite a common feature in this game, which is just always checking how much cargo you've got on hand and whether you actually need to carry what you need to. I do wonder then whether it's actually possible to play this entire game with actually no luggage or no baggage. Right, so there must be a way to go through that. How do I get there though? I think it will be through here then. Need that mule box. Hopefully I don't get swept away. But it's using a lot of... Oh, not ideal, not ideal, not ideal. It's using up a lot of my battery. And the last thing I want is to be stuck in a position where the battery dies, but it's in the river. So there's another terminal there. I can't remember if I've actually hacked into this or not as of yet, but sure we'll find out now. I think we've just got so many ladders. Do we really need it? Again, that's just going to have to go into the truck. So cargo management. At this rate, I'm just going to be I'm just going to be holding on to ladders and become a builder probably at the same time. Load onto pickups, ceramics. Yeah, there's no reason why I need to carry that immediately. Same with that. An aesthetic agent. I'm sure we can make do with that for now. And I've just got so many blood bags. I don't think we need that many. Electric rod we can put away. Container spray. For now, we probably don't. What I'll do is actually I might use it. Well, let me have a quick look, because the container repair spray actually heals the container itself, not the contents. So if I can actually use a spray and use some of that to do some repairs. Okay, I don't think that did anything, so I was just wasting it for the sake of it, but anyways.
Hey!
Okay, need to go left actually. Otherwise I'm going down the wrong path. It would have helped if the markers that I've placed were actually quite visible. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm constantly looking at the map, because I don't think the markers that I've placed are really that clear. So I just need to go a bit further on. And the battery's going flat as well, which really doesn't help. I wonder if I'm just letting it roll, whether that would save battery. Oh, wicked, it's only there. Sick. Well, in that case, might as well get some sleep then. It is quite annoying, I agree, that I'm just constantly going to sleep just for the sake of trying to replenish the battery on the pickup truck. Oh, click the wrong button. Okay, so wake up. It's telling me that it's charged some of the batteries through solar power, so hopefully it should be enough to get me through to where I need to. You know what, the music is a bit too loud if you ask me, so let me just put that down. I don't think there's an option to put the volume down. No, I mean, there's the master volume, but aside from that, there is no real way to put the music volume down. I guess I'm just going to have to suffer then.
Giving up. Another one. Too dear.
Let's just go super mode.
That's the place, huh?
Right, I've got here.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside
So
facility.
if I take some of the things out from here, let's just carry the max and then chuck it inside the building. Oh wow, so we're almost at max, I think. Hang tool rack, what is that? Oh, attached to suit. I've never actually been at maximum capacity, so let's see what actually happens if I do.
Access the delivery terminal. Process.
Wow.
Right. Gotta lay cargo onto the shelf in the back.
Approach the vehicle from then to lower the cargo onto the cargo computer. Okay. So I'm just going to have to be a bit mindful as to how much. Oh, whoa, whoa. I mean, it's the faster way of traveling, is running. But normally he'd be stumbling. Let's try that again. Hey! Oh, why have I taken it off? So let me pick up some of those things again. Maybe not. So there we have it. We've now got to the next terminal. Deliver and report. Excellent.
Hola, you're Sam, right? I assume you're here to drop off that stolen cargo of ours? With those chiral density gauges in our possession, we'll be able to determine where BGs are likely to appear in the future. So, let's get a look at those containers and see if we're good to go. It doesn't look too bad to me. You did well.
Yeah, I think so too. Of course, it's not an S, but
I just have to say that you're an absolutely incredible porter. Looks like our chiral density gauges are just about good to go. So, let's see what that Cupid of yours can do.
So, new strand established. Okay, I think that's the next. Oh, okay, that is the one that we've done. Right, okay. Extra weapon data. Expels a cloud of blood on impact, damaging BTs. The blood cloud lingers in the air, causing continuous damage and obscuring enemy vision. Can be stored in a grenade pouch. I assume there's probably a boss fight coming up, given that it's giving me some sort of a grenade. And then structure data, surface rest during periods of timefall. Container repair spray will be deployed when you approach the shelter, repairing your cargo containers. Timefall shelters are also fitted with detents to drive away BTs. The canteen will be refilled whenever you enter a shelter.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yeah, I think because things are getting a bit more serious now, I think there's probably some form of boss fight coming up. But I've heard actually that the boss fights in this game are optional.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too. I think you'll find both very useful. The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are gonna be saved thanks to you. So, you probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain, right? Wrong. Our timefall shelters are different, you see. After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid. So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters are the perfect way out. Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't run low. It has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it into drinkable water, allowing you to top up your canteen on the go. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also in the process of looking into how various structures might be improved. As you expand chiral network coverage, we'll be able to share information and coordinate our efforts more effectively. And I'm sure we will all make even faster progress as a result. So keep on doing what you do and linking up places for us. This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy repeat itself here. But between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, I think we got a shot. We're gonna make it through this. It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself. Securing a stable supply has been difficult. Though you'd know all about that given your experiences with the UCA. But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all the same anti-BT properties. Derived from samples taken from doom sufferers, it can be produced at scale to meet demand. And despite its artificial nature, it's actually proven to be more potent than the genuine article. So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version of the hematic grenade it replaces. In any case, we won't need to ask you for your blood ever again, so rest easy. If you want to test it out, we have some training facilities here at the distribution center. Feel free to access the delivery terminal and give them a try. By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. Let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime.
Well, isn't that nice? Another private room. Living the life.
Quake detected. Please seek shelter immediately.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys?
The facility's intact, but the research lab might have taken a hit. The local chiralium levels appear to be rising. Better hurry over there, Sam. Head to the delivery terminal upstairs and check their order.
So is this a boss fight? I think probably. Let's have a quick shower though. Because, you know, we've got to look a bit presentable if there is a boss fight. Okay, so it's got some burn as well, which is yield. Sleep till morning, I think. If I am gonna have a boss fight, to be honest, I'd rather have it during the day. We need our sleep, don't we? Okay, so we've got some new weapons. Let's see, what are my options? Customize now, we can do without that. Go to surface. I do want to test out the grenade though, because as I said, I think there's a boss fight coming up. So I just want to see how it works. The armory, okay. Weapon combat training program, yep. I'm just gonna skip that. Let's get straight to the grenades. Okay, so there's some blood grenades here. Carry in right hand. Oh, oops. Carry right hand and equip. So let's see how this works. Let's just throw it there. I think it's just your standard grenade. Okay. Makes sense. So this is probably be the best way to take out, I think. I'll keep BTs at bay by sounds of it. Right, that's enough for me. The last thing I wanted to do was to try and figure it out during a fight or a boss fight. So at least just quickly going through training and see how it works is just for my own benefit, really. But we can leave and get ready to go to the surface. Right, let's see what's going on. Return likes. Activate terminal.
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but the chiral density is higher than anticipated. This may be due to the gatequake just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab. However, we have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I can take care of the rest.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab. And we've prepared some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this. According to our initial survey, you can expect to encounter gazers in the field. If you make contact with a gazer, then another type of BT, a hunter will emerge from the tar and try to capture you. If they succeed in this, you'll come face to face with a massive BT known as a catcher. Now, you don't want to ever let a catcher consume you. It'll trigger a void out, obliterating the surrounding area and everyone in it. And when the dust settles, there'll only be a giant crater. So make sure to escape the catcher before that happens, or use the weapons at your disposal to eliminate it. We've issued you a number of blood grenades. They use an active agent based on compounds derived from the blood and bodily fluids of doom sufferers, making them highly effective against BTs. You can practice using them in VR training. If you'd like to try them out, just access the delivery terminal to get started. Your other weapons won't do any damage to BTs. Shoot them all you like. They won't die. Make sure you're well prepared. All right, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the details while you check your map.
Let's take on the order. Okay, so it's just a case of defeating the BTs and then delivering the prototype MP bullets.
All right, Sam, you good to go? The new BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, we need to neutralize all the BTs in this area. There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up anytime soon either. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care not to let it get damaged by the timefall or in any fights with BTs. An aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs that may be pursuing you. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the rain and devote your full attention to dealing with any threats. So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC and taking it along with you so you can fabricate a shelter for added peace of mind. You're the only one we can count on. Don't let us down.
So that's actually quite helpful. There's a shelter within that vicinity, and then I can also use the pickup truck and park it in there, I think, but also mainly to kind of carry any extras that I need. So there's that. Some time full shelter. I'm just gonna create a route then. Done. Okay, yep, take those, backpack. Got plenty of blood grenades, but I've got too much cargo that I'm carrying. I think I'm probably just gonna have to take the pickup truck as well and place a lot of the items in there. But yeah, let's head out and then to the pickup truck. I'm sure we can manage. He's struggling. What a guy! What a guy! Right. Let's get going. And head out. So there's boots. Let me see if I can actually change my boots. Oops. Cargo management. So basically, the more equipment that you have, the more actual wear and tear you'll have in your normal boots. So I'm gonna unequip them, but then I'm going to equip these ones. Put on footwear. There we are. So let's see if we can get out. Okay. Okay, so it's raining as well at the same time. And my battery is a bit charged on the truck, which is really, really helpful. Cargo management here then. So let's chuck in a few things. Just try to chuck in as much things as I can really. How much is the load on the... Okay. Ladder I can chuck in, long life meals. Anesthetic agent attached to suit. I only need. I've already got an electric rod equipped. Maser handgun. How much equipment I've got? Still a lot. I really don't fancy carrying all this with me. Let me just chuck in these assault rifles, and then I can always come back to the truck if I need anything else. Ladder again, I'm gonna chuck in there. I don't need all these things, just too much. Bandit boots. I need that, of course. I've got 2 rifles. I'm gonna chuck one in, and that should be enough. Right. Let's get ready. But all good things must come to an end, so thank you very much everyone for watching part 3 of the gameplay, and hopefully stay tuned for part 4, which will be coming soon. But please don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thank you very much.